Hello, bonjour, Savan. How are we tonight? It is October the 8th. It's Wednesday, 2025, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the beautiful shores of Lake Huron. Well, Indian summer, I think, is done and gone. Today was the first day of kind of, sort of, more normal temps here. North wind coming off the lake. Brr. Are you feeling it? Wow. These energies are overwhelming, aren't they? To some of us, not all of us, I get it. Some of us are more sensitive to the energies switching and flowing around than others. For those of us who have developed our intuitive abilities to a higher state of awareness, it can be actually sometimes painful because, it hurts physically. Still sleeping a ridiculous amount of hours. 9, 10, 11 hours. Crazy. As I say, I haven't done that since I was a teenager. I'm okay. I can handle that. But what has been a little bit more difficult physically to handle are the memory losses, which I have an excellent memory, and I've been finding a few little glitches in my short-term memory. The headaches have gone. The ringing in the ears still keeps coming and going, not as loudly as it was before. So we're still going through all of this. So I'm like, how long is this going to last? What's going on here? So Spirit started to guide me, and we started to dig a little deeper into the wherefores and whys. And I came across a YouTube gentleman by the name of Stephen Burns. I have posted a couple of his videos on my Facebook page, which you can find if you scroll down to the bottom. In this description box below the video, you'll find my link to Healing Our Energy, my Facebook page, and you can look at a couple of them. I subscribed. I've been starting to listen to this, everything he has to say. The one video in particular, and I've watched so many now, I can't tell which one's which. But there was one where he actually showed you charts correlating the frequency changes, the ranges, in other words, from the sun, affecting us and our world and our planet, and how the physicality of the human body is resonating with that. And lo and behold, every time we get that big, huge jolt, we have certain things going on in our chakras, our energy fields, because we're light. So our light bodies reflect this, our engineering, our duct work is how I'm hearing it. Central nervous system, of course, the electrical body. Anyway, all that stuff that is being pre-aligned and realigned back to a higher dynamic sense of time. So in other words, when we came in here, we had all these genetic codes already wired in the brain, ready for us to activate them on this plane. Plane. Plain? No, on this plane. Yes. So we're reverberating differently, bottom line, after all that. That's pretty much it. We're very succinct here at times. And at times not so much. Just depends on what is needed or necessary to convey our message, our thoughts, as well as our instructions and teachings from the higher realms into the lower realms. So we're much more abundant here than what we think. We have a lot of versatility. We have a lot of adaptability. We have a lot of synchronicity. And we have a lot of catching up to do. Because we used to be who we used to be too. Future past doesn't last. Nothing lasts. We're a symbiotic product and project of our higher lives. And there comes a time when it's like we blink out, go into a different level of vibration. I'm even hearing it as security. And we transcend these timelines altogether. So in that respect, if you're wondering why did she say the future doesn't last? Because nothing lasts in a time capsule. So past through to the future doesn't last. I know we have focused for years on saying the past does not last, but now we're projecting this further into the future, saying in your time capsule, the futures do not last. They're actually part of the past. So we're way beyond the future timelines now. We've transcended out of those gateways of thought. We're already into the new higher dimensional, interdimensional consciousness awareness of thought. And greed is no longer a need. So we're going to transcend all those thought structures. Where peace reigns, R-E-I-G-N-S, or dominates. Peace reigns and dominates the lower brain. Okay, so that lower frequency of thought no longer, that old conscious awareness stream of energy, it's gone, depleted. Okay, it's leaked out across the cosmos. It's been siphoned off by the higher light. It's already done. It's already been there, done that. And it's like out in space. It's not lost, it's just out. Into the interdimensional cosmic awareness, conscious programming synapses of the brain, the lower brain. The lower brain cannot be sustained. The duality cannot be sustained. It cannot be to blame, because we're going to shift out of that. We just project our thought sequences into a higher node of time. That's it. We transcend time. Been there, done that. Past, present, and future. Done. Gone. Poof. It's a spectrum of thought. That's all it is. It's wisdom caught in a higher knot. So we're transcending all those knots of time. We're transcending our subliminal lines of time. And we're even reverberating across a new third dimensional timeline. Yeah, pretty much it's done. I'll just say it again. It's done. This is all done. We've transcended our timeline, our progressive timelines. Right? It's a done deal. It's done. It's nothing more to worry about or be concerned about. All of that's being done in the higher realms of time, out of time, whatever. It's just done. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Nothing to be concerned about anymore. You've made it. You've done it. We have realigned with our prime directive on time. So we've come in, we drop down as we know, with this vast subconscious awareness awakening, transcended out of that timeline into the divine line of time, and now we're transcending time. Okay, that's the next stage of development for you, for us as human beings on your world and on your planet. We're transcending out of time now. I know we're getting way ahead of you, aren't we? We're light years ahead of you, actually, if we want to be more specific. On this timeline, we're way past you. We're way past the divine timelines. We're out in space. We're not lost. We're just out in space. That's how I keep hearing it. So there is no disgrace. There is no being replaced. We're just out in our cosmic grace. if you want to understand a little bit more, just to change the subject, because I'm not hearing anything else about that topic. If you do want to learn more about 3IAtlas, which is the I is for interstellar. This object, I think most view it as a comet, but it's not supposed to be a comet. It doesn't have a tail, and apparently if you're a comet, you have a tail. Who knew? This does not have a tail. This is progressing in different ways, different colors, different maneuvers. I actually heard in meditation from it's conscious awareness, and it's releasing gas. And I started to laugh in the middle of my meditation. And then I'm like, really? Do we need to know this? And then I heard the word gaseous. Okay, so I'm sorry. It's just a little humorous, I find. But then, I find a lot of things humorous that other people don't. So, yeah, it's just me. So that was, I think that was pretty much the first time in meditation I was actually hearing from it, not me trying to tune into it and read the frequency alignment, but it speaking. So it's doing something. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, what's next. But it's got a plan. It's got a purpose. Yeah. We'll see it as it unfolds more. But seriously, watch this guy, the YouTuber. It's absolutely fascinating. I think that you'll find it most interesting, and it will answer a lot of your questions about this thing, because he's tracking it. And you know who he reminds me of? I don't know if you can remember back during COVID, during, I think it was 2020 and 2021. And we were, stuck in our houses or wherever the heck we were, we were quarantined or, confined to quarters, shall we say, locked down. There were all these new YouTubers that came on, right, with all kinds of interesting information, showing us things that were being hidden from us. And there was this one man, and I wish I could remember his name. They probably removed him because he just kind of sort of disappeared. I watched him all the time. He was really into aviation, and he knew all about planes. I think he had been a pilot. But he would show you the how they tracked airplanes, like in the sky. So he'd show you this picture of all of the United States. He's American. All of the United States, and he showed like if all the cities and all the pathways, different colored. This plane went from Florida to New York, or like Miami to New York, or over to LA. So he showed the different flight paths, and he actually showed the plane, what the plane was. He could track it. He knew exactly what that plane was, the type of plane, the number, whatever it was, a Boeing, whatever. I don't remember the names of them all. It's been so long since I've been on a plane. But he would track them. And he would follow the news and track them. And he would find so many of these planes going to Guantanamo Bay, is it? I think that's their prison hold where they put undesirables. Not too sure about it all. But he was tracking this. So he was saying that so-and-so was captured, somebody who was part of the political, anti-world structure, let's put it this way, anti-peace, call it whatever you will. And so he was saying that these people were being put away or, just totally taken off planet or, erased. I can't remember the exact words that he used. Anyway, you get the picture.
And I just found this fascinating because he would show a picture. This is what the plane looks like. This is what it's called. This is where it flies. This plane is a military plane. This plane is a passenger plane. Whatever. Like he knew each type of the planes and what they carried, and he was figuring out who was on those planes. And that was fascinating to me. And then poof, one day, I don't know what happened. Never saw him again. But it's almost like, and he was so, like you knew he was telling the truth. You knew he knew what he was talking about. And that's what I like about this geophysicist, Stefan. He knows, he sounds, not that I'm a geophysicist, but he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He understands conscious awareness. He even did a meditation with sound bowls at the end of one of his videos. Amazing. He understands astrology. Yeah. It's a perfect mix. Science and spirituality. It's all the same anyway. Spirit and energy is all the same anyway. It's very unusual for me to find a person or see anybody who also who thinks in that way, because usually people are very divided about that and separated. You know, religion, spirituality, whatever is over here in this camp, and science is over there. It's all one. We're all one. There's no division. There's no separation. So I found that really refreshing and surprising to actually hear someone embracing both. So again, check it out if you wish. I think you might find it interesting, definitely informative. And he's tracking the different comets, all kinds of really neat, cool, interesting stuff. From my point of view, it's just my opinion. Okay, I'm not hearing anything else to say. I guess those were the two things that came on here tonight. So, I shall bid you adieu. Have a good night. The retreat, October 25th, there's only 2 spots left now. If you want to join us, you have to contact the lady who's running this, and you will find that on my post on my Facebook page. Okay. If you do wish to book an appointment for us, we are actually working this Thanksgiving Monday. I know. Not Tuesday. I'm taking that one off, but Monday, yep. So you can go on the website, www.healingourenergy.ca, and book your appointment there. All right, well, take care of yourselves and others, and have a blessed evening, night, day, wherever you are watching this. And we'll speak with you soon. Bye for now.